exclusive gameplay footage that we have from Resident Evil 4 Remake, Chapter 5. We're going to be seeing some church gameplay, some Ashley gameplay, and some of the cabin fight, as well as, just overall fighting Ganado and yeah, trying to stay alive. So we've got about 12 minutes of footage here to show you today. And I'm joined by Marcus Stewart. How are you, Marcus?
I'm feeling great. I'm happy to be seeing this section again because, as I mentioned in the cover story I wrote, I've had a lot of fun playing it.
Absolutely. So yeah, we are. This footage starts out, and we are, simply escaping from the church. This is how many hours into the game would you say this is, Marcus?
Yeah, it's hard to say because we don't know how long the other chapters are. It's got to be at least probably like 3-ish hours, I would guess.
Yeah.
This is not our gameplay, by the way. If people are wondering, this is a B-roll that Capcom provided, so this is someone on the team playing, not us.
Yes, we did play through this section, everything that you see today. An important disclaimer, Capcom did help out with accommodations for travel. That means like flights, hotel, in association with this cover trip. We didn't have any of those conversations. Like, that's our bosses that handle all that. We kind of just show up and do our job, but it is an important disclaimer. That being said, we are not influenced by that.
Roost, I've secured Baby Eagle.
Copy that. Is she okay?
Affirmative.
Well done, Condor 1. I'll dispatch a chopper ASAP. I'm sending you the coordinates for the extraction point. Make your way there, and don't let anything happen to Baby Eagle.
Copy that.
Hurry. The weather is getting worse. Roost out.
So you see the Hunnigan conversations are in game now, which is nice.
Yeah, you can kind of move around while it's happening.
Yeah, nice shot of the map there. Going to the helicopter extraction point where nothing will go wrong, I'm sure. So yeah, in the beginning you saw Leon and Ashley sort of just talking about like, hey, we need to get out of here. Fun fact, without spoiling, there's a little extra area in that upper deck that you can find if you don't want to just beeline it straight for that ladder. So keep an eye out up there. I found it on my playthrough. So yeah, we are making our way through here. Leon being a gentleman, moving that out the way because he's all big and strong.
Spread out.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
And yeah, this part was pretty fun to get through. I tried to get through it stealthily the first couple times.
You okay?
Yeah.
Spread out.
So you're going to notice there's going to be a few jumps in the clips here. Again, that's a Capcom thing, so this isn't going to be a straight run-through of the chapter. It's going to jump around at points. But as you can see, the flash grenade's still very effective against those tentacled, transformed Ganado. As we enter the cemetery, you get a little bit of a taste of one of the side quests, which is sort of a spin on the cemetery puzzle. As you can see, you can still shoot birds' nests to get those precious eggs, or I guess a chicken egg that's in a bird nest in the tree. Don't ask me how that works. You know how it is. But I mean, in the original game, you killed snakes and got chicken eggs, which was always kind of weird. There he is.
Took care of a request. Well done.
Man himself.
Look at you,
So you can see here turning in side quest, which is what you're going to be doing. One has to wonder how he moves with all that heavy equipment in that coat. Must be pretty strong. It's kind of like a Dragon Ball, like Piccolo weighted training gear. He's probably pretty strong. But
I was thinking he's just like into CrossFit.
We don't know. He's a mysterious figure. As you see, we're upgrading our equipment here. You can upgrade knives now, as mentioned in the cover story, which is nice. Which you're going to be needing because they have limited durability. And you're going to be using it quite a bit for the new parry mechanic, which I enjoy. And you can see there's another side quest right there. You're going to want to keep an eye out in the environment for those blue flyers. Oh, so there's the Wild Doll quest. That was one of the more involved quests that we saw so far.
Absolutely.
We need to keep moving.
And you won't see the solution in this footage, but you will see sort of what's on the other end of this side quest for you.
Yeah.
The dog is hard to find. We are going to show the dog, but the way to find the dog will be, I guess, a little bit of a mystery. And also important to note, we turned left when we left that door. There's another path behind us if we were to turn right out of that door that goes into an underground tunnel that like takes you up through a well in the village. So there's a lot of paths available.
Yeah, like when we both came through here, we just assumed just the way the camera's framed. We're like, okay, it's the only way to go. But yeah, one of the producers pulled us aside and was like, hey, check this out. And we were like, oh, okay.
Not bad, right?
Here we go. We've got the village at night. The lady thought she could take a pitchfork to Leon. Didn't work out for her. And this is
I was gonna just comment on the rain. I know that there's a lot of talk about
Rain Gate.
Rain Gate. I do agree. I think it can be tuned down a little bit. It does feel like intentionally, like it is intentionally obfuscating the environment, and kind of adds to that tension. Like you can't see what you're shooting. I do agree, though. It's a bit much. And you know, it would be great, Marcus, if there's like a rain slider. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I just want a nice little downpour as we see. I love the lighting in this game. You know, like it just the bloom on the flashlight and just how dark everything is. Like it just makes especially like interiors like this. If we lift Ashley up to do her thing, get Leon up there. Yeah, it just makes the interiors creepier. Like that. Like the first time that owl made me jump because you just see the glowing eyes in the dark.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, like what is that?
I will say there were a couple times when I was playing the demo where I was kind of in a very dark environment and Leon wasn't pulling up his flashlight, which is kind of frustrating. So I'm just kind of like clambering around in the dark. It was mostly like outdoor. Oh,
There he
here's
is.
the dog.
Look at that thing. It's got like a weird, it looks like a scorpion tail. Now that I'm looking at it again. So yeah, Capcom also pointed out, for those wondering, that this dog is not the dog that Leon can rescue in the original game, because, you know, in this game he's presumably dead. So, you know, at the time we kind of were like, oh, maybe this is the dog, but they were very clear to point out, like, nope, different dog. And you're like, okay. But yeah, that dog fight is pretty hard.
They also wouldn't definitively answer if it was the same dog in this game as in the old game. In terms of the one that's dead at the beginning of the game, they're like, maybe it's not the same dog, and it's like, okay.
So you see a blue medallion up there as Leon takes it out. So you see it's 1 of 5. So I asked Capcom about that because in the original game it was kind of like 15 in the same area, and they said that that side quest reappears in different parts of the map. So you're going to be shooting. It sounds like you're going to be shooting medallions outside of just like the village area, and they just sort of like divided them into like batches of 5.
You.
Hey, listen, about earlier.
Yeah, about that.
Hey, I see you found your missing senorita.
Senorita has a name, Miss Ashley. You are?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Very good questions, unfortunately.
Hide, now.
Okay, it's game time.
And due to the cuts, there's a lot of that village before the bridge that we ran over that you can you know, fight through and explore. Like there's a lot that they didn't show in this footage. It's where, at least during our playthrough, the brute first appears, the cow-headed enemy.
Right.
In that area just before the bridge that we crossed. But
Yeah, because in the footage we've put out of this, people have seen the cow guy shows up in this
Appears
fight,
here.
but you
Yeah.
actually fight him well before this. So
Yeah, so when
it
he
seems
shows
like
up in
he's
the
gonna
fight-
be what were we saying?
yeah, he's definitely a recurring enemy. But when he shows up in the fight, you've already had to fight him before, and so I feel like it's extra tense because it's like, oh my god, I got to fight this guy now.
Yes.
So-
I saw some people speculating that he might be a single persistent enemy that follows you. I'm
No.
pretty sure that is not the case. Yeah, I think he's
No,
just another
I have-
enemy type.
I have killed him several times in different areas.
Yeah.
Just the new enemy type.
So this fight was pretty wild, as it is in the original, but even more so here. And there he is, Mr. Bullman. There's been a lot of like back and forth, like is he a cow, is he a bull? But I was like, he's got a horn there, not the a bull thing.
Well, a bull is just a cow. It's a male cow.
I mean, yeah, they're the same thing, but you know, like bulls have horns.
Okay,
You know.
that's fair. That's fair. Listen,
He's got a single horn there. It looks like as Leon just gets pummeled.
and yeah, that's the end of the action gameplay we've got to show off. This is a look at putting gems inside of treasures to increase their value. Of course, if you different combinations of gems net you different bonuses. There are now customized cases that have different bonuses. So like the black case has an increased drop rate for L resources.
Yeah.
And you can pick up charms as well, a little chicken charm. The charms and the cases, they give you little passive bonuses.
Yeah. And you can do that stuff in the typewriter menu, as you saw. So you can't do that all the time, just when you reach those save